The Vocal Studio.
Welcome to the Vocal Studio Singapore's podcast. We talk about voice, singing, performing, vocal coaching, and life around it. We are the vocal coaches, and you're listening to Find Your Inner Voice. Thanks everyone for coming back to our podcast and also our now live stream online coach conversation, Find Your Inner Voice. This is Hannah. I am the vocal coach at the Vocal Studio Singapore. And here today, I also have Miss Bojana, who's our also senior vocal coach.
Hi, hello, Miss Hannah.
Hello.
How are you?
Great, good. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you.
Yes. Today, we are going to talk about the songs that we are teaching to our students, right? And some of the songs we're recently been working on with our students over this past 1-2 months. And Bojana will be introducing some choices, some songs that you picked that are good as a reference for the people who want to learn singing, and also what you can, the main takeaway, what you can learn from those songs, and what are the good, hidden qualities of those songs. So stay tuned. You get to hear some nice good recommendations on the songs that you can consider for your own singing practices and also for learning.
Okay, very good. Thanks for the introduction. Well, I decided to choose a couple of songs that the students are actually doing at the moment. And let's start with the first one.
Sure.
So the first song that I got on my mind and that we worked on with one of my students, and something is a song that I've been also singing myself. It's Simply the Best. It's a song by Tina Turner. With the student that I'm currently working with, we chose this song because she has to develop a stronger chest voice and more commanding power in the chest voice expression. So we choose this song because you can actually, you're able to, and you have to be singing this song in that way, almost kind of marching on each tone. So that's a very good song for that. Simply the Best is also a good song for not so, you don't necessarily need to be a soprano, meaning a high voice, for you to be able to choose and sing the song. You can still be a little mezzo soprano per se, and then you can still choose this song. You will be likely to hit those notes, which are high, reasonably high, and it's a song that can make a very good impression, on people, and it can bring a lot about that confident self-expression in the chest voice. So that's that. The song was written a long time ago, 1991, and it's still amongst us. So I definitely recommend it for people who really want to have a stronger and healthy chest voice. So that's Simply the Best.
Simply the Best by Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what is the next song?
Okay.
Maybe you know what, you can also sing a little phrase of it to just showcase, the simple phrase, like a super simple phrase, so that we know how the song kind of goes.
Yeah, well, I would say,
Right.
yeah, I would say the verse is something that it's kind of more challenging, I guess, than the chorus, because the chorus has a belt, and that's kind of easier because it's not very high, so a lot of people can relate to it. But it's very important how you start to deliver in the verses. So I'll sing a little bit from the verse. One, I call you, I need you, my heart's on fire. You come to me, why, why? Oh, you come to me.
Good. Wow. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Now I think some people would know, have an idea of how the song goes. And it's actually a familiar tune. Like you probably would have heard it from somewhere, right?
Yeah. So do consider that, guys. It's a great song, and it can do a lot for your, stronger chest voice without being, too demanding on yourselves. All right, let's go to the next one. We got Warwick Avenue by singer Duffy. The song is kind of it's a it's a very soulful expressions, and it's kind of soft rock. That's sort of the style of singing. It does have that Motowny feel as well. So I recommend it for people who maybe want to, maybe like R&B, but they want to bring a fresher sound. So if they want to sound more current, they can choose this song. The singer itself, Duffy, she sings it in a very she's got a bit of a cracky voice as well, but in the same time it has to be soft, so you can't go and be too cracky or like too raspy with your voice, which is because this is not the style of the song, right? You need to be soulful and soft, but in the same time you need to have that quirky voice. So that's the challenge. So if you want to work on these two elements and putting them together in an R&B sort of in the genre of R&B songs, yes, you can choose this song for sure. And okay, we've got quite, I don't know if we're going to be able to tell them all. Maybe I'll just keep a few for the next podcast or something.
Sure.
Next song. Okay, we are going to Rock With You. Rock With You, it's a Michael Jackson tune.
Rock With You.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, obviously all Michael Jackson songs have, they're good songs, and we can't say more about it. I personally think that this song has a very specific way of delivering. It's a very soft song, and you have to really tune into the rhythm. So for the rhythm and for your own, so you have to have a very soft voice, and in the same time, you have to be very rhythmical, because predominantly all Michael Jackson songs, they have this sort of rhythmical type of singing that really sometimes it's a challenge for a lot of people. So, and at the same time, you have to be soft in the way you say. So rhythm and softness, it's not easy to combine those two, right? Because when we sing rhythm, it has to be a little harder. The voice has to be a little harder so that we can, get on to that beat. But this is not the case in this song. So sort of you really have to be very refined in the way you sing the song, and you have to be able to get into your mixed voice and your head voice eventually. So there's quite a lot for you to do here. It's a song for advanced singers. Yeah, so do look at the song and try and sing it yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just go and find the backing track and try sing the song, and you will see that, oh, this is really like a demanding song, although it sounds like it's really dreamy and how it flows. It has a nice flow, but in essence, you really have to be very skilled from several perspectives vocally to be able to deliver the song.
Yeah. So it's actually, interesting how you just mentioned that it is a very manly song, because many people actually consider, when they could possibly be thinking of Michael Jackson as a person who owns a very high voice, so that it doesn't sound as manly, or it's like more femininely appealing. But actually, if I think about, rethink about, we consider the messages that, or the feel, the vibe that I've been getting from him is that it's actually very male-ish song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you analyze the lyrics of the song, you will realize that they are written in a very sophisticated way. But I want to rock with you, etc. The way he's delivering that, the word, the whole song, the meaning of it, emotionally, it might trick you of thinking that it's a very nice and romantic song, but in essence, if he sings it differently with a very strong voice, and it's gonna get a different dimension.
Yes.
Sure.
I think for the guys, it's a different song to explore.
Yeah. For the and the ladies as well.
And for the ladies as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. The ladies and gentlemen song in the same time. Beautiful. It's very rare, right? To be able to have a song that ladies and gentlemen can sing, and you don't necessarily have to change the key. Yeah, go for it if you really want to challenge your sophisticated vocals and in a little more advanced level, right? Okay, so next song we are somehow moving into a lot of R&B and soul music. So this is what the students are working on at the moment. So I'm just retracting the songs from there. So we've got the next song, which is Sweet Love by Anita Baker. Wow, this was written in 1986.
Yeah.
It was it was a number one on the, I think, on Billboard chart. So it was a very popular song back then, and it still is. Again, a very good song for mezzo sopranos, or for not a very high soprano voice, but in the same time they can go and sing high notes, and really work on their upper higher register in a very sophisticated manner without damaging their voices. The way the song is performed, the way the singer is singing it, and the scales, and how the stylistically she's approaching her vocals in the song is perfect. You can really learn a lot of how you can reach the high notes in a safe way. And also by the end of the song there's a lot of improvisation, so you can try and belt a little bit. That is something that it's high, but it's possible to be done with the right technique. Yeah, it's very good song for ear training as well. And you have to be very tuned into the song, to be listening to all the instruments, how the song is played, so that you can get into the right vibe and the feel of it. You really have to, you can't sing this song in just any way. If you listen to it, you will understand. It's called, so again, it's Sweet Love by Anita Baker. Check that out. And you see how the phrases go up and down, up and down. And for some people, it's like, what am I doing? How am I supposed to sing now? But yeah, if you divide the song into little, phrases, so you do phrase by phrase, you will be able to get, it's the best way to learn it, So you take few lines and then you learn them. And then another few lines, so you don't go for the whole song so yeah.
So you just now also commented on that, this song is good for ear training. So students, when they as a student, I probably would be curious about what ear training is about and how does this work when I'm actually training for singing.
Yeah.
Well, more about it.
Yeah, you can train your ear by just very simple playing exercises, but this is more for our musicality. Maybe I didn't say it properly. So the song has this phrase where it goes like this at the beginning. With all my heart, I love you, baby. Stay with me, and you will see my arms. So it goes up and down, and you really have to, if your pitch is not, and if your hearing is not 100%, then you're gonna have a lot of difficulties just learning the basic melody. So for developing musicality and using some songs have this
the intervals, like the constant,
yeah. So it's interesting. If you really want to work on your sharpen your listening skills and your musicality, do choose songs that have these jumps. There's a lot of songs like that you can go for. This is one of those.
Great, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more song, possibly?
Yes, of course, there's plenty. We can talk for hours, right?
Every month we'll be sharing a little bit more about, like different songs that we are teaching the students and what from it.
Yeah. What else can we go for? Okay. There's this song from Adele that is also quite popular at the moment. It's All I Ask. And Adele songs are high, but they're still manageable for a lot of people because she starts singing somewhere in the middle octave and then she goes high, but not. She usually would hit one high note, and that would be like the biggest challenge of the song, as well as another thing that if you want to develop, a very powerful chest belting voice, you can definitely go for this song. So it's All I Ask from Adele, and then you can also cultivate your emotion. So all Adele songs are like that. So if you really have this very flat, voice, and then like you spoke the other day, right, about students who have this very simple flat voice and they don't know what to do about it, you can choose a song from Adele, and then it will develop that emotionality in you, but it has to be in the same time. You have to be very strong and you have to belt and you have to sing on your chest voice most of the times. So if you want to develop that. So those elements, emotionality, strong chest voice, and the ability to express and project your voice nicely, go ahead. It's all I ask from Adele.
Awesome. Great. Yeah. Thanks, Bojana, for sharing all these songs. So the songs that we just discussed were Adele's All I Ask.
Yeah.
And
Simply the Best, Tina Turner, Warwick Avenue, Duffy, Rock With You, Michael Jackson, and Sweet Love by Anita Baker.
Okay. So guys, please do check it out, those songs. And if you have more questions, if you want to also work, if you need some guidance from the coaches to improve your own vocality, because now we're giving this as a guidance for you to consider, and the areas that you can work on. But everybody surely has different voices, and probably you have different strengths. So in order for you to make it as completely yours, you have to consider the song side. Also, you have to consider your own voice side, and then how you can somehow meet in the midway, in the middle, so that it can be somehow reinterpreted and then be rightfully adapted, so that you feel natural in singing this and also fully express what the music has to offer.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Bojana, for sharing all the songs. And yes, thanks everyone for watching this. We'll be back to you next week with different topics. And next month, we'll share more songs that we could suggest to you. Okay.
Have a great day, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.